Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Chris. This is my channel called Mumble. I know I've been away for probably over 2 weeks, and the reason being is that I had finals. I had a whole bunch of papers due for school. I'm almost done. I got 2 more tests. We are in the holiday season, so I had an idea to make a video. A couple things that you might want to buy for somebody that's a G37 owner. All of them are under $200. I will give you my points into what I think about these parts overall. So let's get into it. The first skiff idea that I want to talk about is the intake silicone tubes. It's a pretty easy mod to install as well. The mod costs anywhere from 80 to 120, 130. Companies like Z1 Motorsports, Mishimoto, HPS. The second part that I want to recommend to you guys is go ahead and buy them some K&N drop-in filters. They are some of the best bang for your buck. The third part I want to talk about is if they drive a manual G37, get them a shift knob. The stock one is pretty good for what it is, but you also want to personalize the car a little more. So buy them a shift knob. These things can range from different prices, starting at $10 all the way to $120. The brand that I have is called Mishimoto, and it's a universal shift knob. You can get a Tomei, which is around $40–50. There's some around $30 as well. If you go a little higher, I've seen some of the official Nismo shift knobs. Those go to about 120. I've seen some to about 150 as well. Some shift knobs are weighted, some are not. There's a whole different aspect to when you buy a shift knob. It makes the interior of the car look so much nicer. The fourth thing I want to talk about is the Diode Dynamics turns as tails. This thing runs about $50. It's one of the easiest and most simplest thing that you can ever do. It's just unplug your stock tail lights from your harness or your OEM harness, and you plug this into place. It's very self-explanatory. It doesn't really need to be too detailed into instructions. I was gonna make a video of it, but it's pretty easy. There's a lot of videos already on it on how to install it. The fifth thing I want to talk about is get them test pipes, get them a white pipe. There's a couple test pipes on eBay, and there's a couple white pipes on eBay that run from $100 to $200. There's even some combos that run $200 for both the test pipes and white pipes. Now here's the thing, when buying eBay test pipes, are they gonna fit or not? So that's one thing to consider. They're gonna appreciate the gesture that you bought it for them, but if the part does not fit the car, they're gonna have a headache because they're gonna take away an OEM stock part to put this part in there that's not even gonna fit right. So I'm just throwing this idea out there, but at the same time, buy this at your own risk because there are a couple fitment issues when it comes to eBay parts. Just keep that in mind when you're buying stuff like this. It's a part that anybody would love to get for Christmas, but it's a part that you would also hate to get if it doesn't fit right. Because then you have to spend money out of your pocket to probably modify it or waste more time putting your stock parts back inside that car. Maybe ask them to do their own research if this is the part that you want to buy for them and see if that's what they want. The number 6 part that you can buy for them is a eBay intake system. Now here's the thing with them. Most of them are short ram intakes and they don't have heat shields, but I have seen in the past couple years they have developed these new air intake systems where they add heat shields to the short ram intakes. They run about anywhere from I think like $100 to $200. It kind of reminds me of the R2C intake system, but at the same time, I'm not sure what the quality of the air filters that they use on these are. And also it's another thing that, you know, anybody will love to get this part because it's gonna work. It's a straight drop-in part that's easy to install. My personal opinion, I'm not going that route because the intake system that I want to get is either Stillen, Takeda, or maybe the admin tune intake, and I'm not getting those until I'm ready to tune this car. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just saying maybe let them decide that on their own if they want that intake system, because the intake system is something that's very debated within the G37 and BQ community. So just keep that in mind. Maybe not purchase this part. I'm just throwing this idea out there, so maybe you considered it, maybe you don't. You know, maybe this draws you away from buying it, maybe it pushes you to buy it. So make your own judgment. Part number 7 will actually enhance the look of the engine bay. It's the AIT Racing carbon fiber engine cover. I have this part on my car. Overall, it did change the look of the car and make the engine bay look a little more attractive, more appealing. It's only about $150, $160 right now on eBay. The only downfall to this part is that there's a couple fitment issues. Not that it doesn't line up with everything. It's that there's these big gaps. The stock bolts that you're gonna put it back on there with, they don't go all the way down. So there's a lot of play with the engine cover. Number 8 is one of the cheaper options that I have, which is a JDM tow hook that you put in the front of your car. This one costs from anywhere from $10 all the way to $50. It just depends where you get it from. It's a part that changes up your whole front end, gives you that whole race car look, and this one will make a good stocking stuffer. if you want to look at it that way. The next part that I want to talk about is a rear window visor. These ones range from 40 all the way to 180, and this is just the eBay brand. If you want to go to a much more expensive one like Silicone, that one I think is upwards about $300 or so. The ones from eBay go from 40 to all the way to 180. The $180 one is a carbon fiber one. The $40 one is the one that I put on my car. I had to slightly modify it. Go check out my G37 parts installed video and see the parts on there. Overall, the reason I got the cheaper option is just I liked it a little bit better. The little bit more pricier ones seem a little too bulgy for my taste, but that's another thing that you might want to consult with somebody before buying them this part. They might not like the one that I chose, because honestly, if they buy the one that I chose, they're gonna have to modify it to fit their car. Keep that in mind. Modifying a part to fit a car sometimes ends up ruining a part. The number 10 part that I want to talk about is a front lip. The front lip ranges anywhere from $80 all the way to $200, depending if you have just a G37, a G37S, or a G37 coupe. They all range from different prices. Make sure you order the right front lip when you're looking for stuff like this. You don't want to order a base model G37 lip for a G37S. Once they open that gift, they're gonna be like, wait, this doesn't fit my car. Do your research before buying a front lip. Well, you want to give them a gift, but at the same time, you don't want to give them the wrong lip. They open it up on Christmas Day and they're like, wait, this doesn't fit my car. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about buying a front lip for that person. The next part which I want to talk about is number 11, which is the rear trunk spoiler. This part ranges from anywhere from 100 all the way to 180. Mine was about 180 because I got the carbon fiber one. There's one that's like ABS plastic. You know that they're gonna paint the car and stuff like that. Get the ABS plastic one. But overall, the carbon fiber one looks pretty nice and decent, and for the price, the quality is not that bad. It's an eBay part, but it's pretty decent quality. The fitment is pretty decent as well. There's a couple gaps here and there. I'll talk about it in my video, the G37 parts install video, so check it out as well if you want to go and see. The 12th part that I want to talk about is a front strut bar. This part ranges for anywhere from $100 all the way to $180. The brands go from Megan, which is $100, all the way to $180, which starts with probably the Cusco. They're both pretty good, but I would recommend getting the Cusco just because the brand is a little bit more known, a little better brand. Nothing against Megan Racing, but it's just my own preference. I'd rather buy the Cusco. I'm not saying nobody would appreciate getting the Megan Racing strut bar for Christmas. It's just my own personal opinion. I'm just throwing these ideas out there. You make your judgment call on what you want to buy for that person. The 13th part that I want to talk about is the rear diffuser that I put on my car. It was only $50. I think it measures 32.75 by 6. It was an easy part to install. It does require some kind of measurement and drilling of your rear bumper. Nothing too excessive, and it's pretty easy to install, and it changes the overall rear end of the car. Nobody's really going to complain if you get them this, because it's a universal part. If they don't use it for the G37, they might use it for another car and just keep it in their closet for another project. Well guys, these were the 13 parts that I would recommend that you buy for a G37 owner. You can buy these for your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friend, your brother, your sister, your dad. The G37 community is very widespread. It's not big on modifying cars, but let's push the boundaries. Let's push those people to modify their cars and give them some of these parts for Christmas. With that being said, guys, I do want to say one thing. Over the last couple weeks, I've been talking to a lot of other YouTubers about where I'm taking my channel, what I'm doing with my channel. And if we reach 250 subscribers, not if, when we reach 250 subscribers, I plan to do a little small giveaway. I want to thank every one of y'all. Since my last video that I posted, and we were at 205 guys. Right now we're at 242. That is an increase of 37 new subscribers. So welcome to the blog, guys. Welcome to Mumble. I'm Chris. Go ahead and check me out on my Instagram, which is em2_kid. Because if you won't have any questions or anything like that, hit me up on there. If I don't respond to you right away, it's not that I don't want to talk to you. It's just that I have life, work, and school all together just jumbled up. Especially right now with finals. During the next couple weeks, I should be good because I'm not in school. I'm just working, and that's it. Now, I'm not even at the 1K subscriber mark yet, but I'm already planning a giveaway for that. For that one, I might have a total of 5 winners. So keep that in mind. And the thing is that if you win something from me, I want you to come back to my Instagram or email me a picture of whatever you want from me. Here's the thing. I see a lot of people giving stuff away on YouTube, but we never acknowledge if there was an actual winner that actually got that stuff. And I want to show you guys that I'm actually giving stuff away, and then there's people that are actually getting my stuff. So with that being said, my name is Chris. This is my channel called Mumble, and I hope you guys are having a good holiday. Go out there, get your shopping done, because Christmas is less than 2 weeks away, guys. Don't leave it to the last minute. With that being said, I hope you do like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'ma blow up.